Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first segment of the GHS Podcast, in which we'll cover all things random. I'm your host, Hideko Zhang, and today we'll be talking about the Turkey Trot Festival in Yellville that happened a few weeks ago. Now on to a little history lesson to teach you about what the Turkey Trot Festival is. The Turkey Trot Festival is held in Yellville, Arkansas every second week of October and was initially started to bring awareness to the dwindling turkey population in Arkansas, or so the Encyclopedia of Arkansas website says. Although it was started as awareness for the turkeys, the festival was named the Turkey Trot Festival due to the event where live turkeys were thrown off of the courthouse rooftops into a crowd of Yellville citizens. Apparently, whoever could chase down and catch the turkey had the pleasure of keeping it for their Thanksgiving dinner. Eventually, the rooftop throwings became airplane throwings, in which live turkeys were thrown from low-flying airplanes. This now 50-year tradition of the festival first gained its notoriety in 1989, when an article published by the National Enquirer showed photos of the so-called turkey drop and called the event sick and bizarre. To this, organizers of the event claimed that the turkeys could use their wings to quote-unquote glide down safely. This, however, has been countered due to the amount of turkey deaths from the impact of the fall. After this ordeal, however, the Yellville Chamber of Commerce was believed to stop sponsoring the event, though after releasing the statement, the drop tradition was still being carried on by mysterious phantom pilots. To this, the Chamber of Commerce referred to it as a mysterious private citizen who always seems to just drop turkeys out of the sky at such precise timing and that they have no part in the act at all. The People for Ethical Treatment of Animals organization, aka PETA, have been on this case of animal cruelty for many years, as expected of the well-known organization. Now, can you believe that live turkeys out of an airplane? Just think about it for a second. Live animals being thrown out of an airplane. Who even thought that was a good idea? I'm just speechless almost. Who let this happen? Did someone just go up to the mayor and they're just like, oh yeah, let's just, instead of throwing turkeys off of the rooftop, since that's a little boring, let's just chuck them out of an airplane. Genius idea. 10 out of 10. What else would we do besides tossing turkeys out of an airplane? But, of course, it's happening anyways. And the last Turkey Trot Festival that happened, sadly, one turkey died from the impact of the fall because it tensed up and couldn't use its wings. It was too scared to. But PETA's still trying to get it banned. The FAA have been on the case as well for the aircraft and trying to see if it broke any of the regulations. And PETA even, in 2011, PETA claimed or declared that they were going to fine any pilot that participates in the drop. But luckily, the Yellville Turkey Trot Festival isn't just about throwing turkeys out of an airplane. I mean, that's the main point of the festival, but it's not just that. There's also a Miss Drumstick competition, which is almost like Miss America, except everything from their waist and up is covered throughout the whole voting. So it's the Miss Drumstick competition, where we vote on their thighs and their calves, like civilized human beings always should. Because what else would you do during a Turkey Trot Festival that was made to bring awareness to the turkeys' dwindling population, besides hold a competition for the females and drop turkeys out of airplanes? That's enough for my talking, and thank you for listening to, but this is it for now. Bye.
Come on, guys. I'm Jacob Lotus.
And I'm Nicholas Vane.
And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about Gentry sports, and more specifically, a little bit more about football. We're getting into the end of the regular season and about to start the playoffs. And I know a lot of people are super excited because it's the first time in 3 years. Nick, how do you feel about it?
I didn't really pay attention to the games, but I felt like we did pretty good this year. Didn't like how that one game went, where it was 71-76, right?
Yeah, Greenland. That was a rough game.
I didn't really like that one because since the coach pulled a yellow flag on us.
Yeah. The game wasn't really too important, though. It wasn't conference. And since then, actually, it's been 2 years since we've won a conference game. And we started off the season 2-0, beating Lavaca and Decatur, both by about 50 points. And then, like you said, Greenland, that was a heartbreaking loss. And then we got right into conference play, which didn't start out too great, honestly. Started out playing P Ridge, number 1 team in the conference. Lost to them 18-47. That was a rough game. But we did come back the next week against Berryville, winning our first conference game 21-0. That was our first conference win since October 2nd in 2015. It's quite a bit.
Now, my mind's a bit hazy, but I recall Decatur forfeiting during halftime, didn't they?
Yeah, they forfeited at the half. Their quarterback was banged up a little bit. I mean, kind of felt bad for the kid. He got hit pretty hard a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually went over there after the game, and they were asking me why I went to Gentry instead of Decatur.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, why aren't you playing with us at Decatur? So I said that I had family here, and I just came here with them. But then the coach said that he had family in Bentonville, but he still works in Decatur.
But anyway, and then we continued the conference wins with Huntsville and Lincoln, which secured us the 5th seed in the playoffs, or in our conference, taking us to the playoffs, which is going to be this Friday at Southern Batesville, which is quite a drive away, actually. And they're a pretty good football team.
So all that are going there will be, I believe it will be football, the cheerleaders, and the band.
Yeah, football, cheer, and band are all going.
All right, and there was also they're going to see a movie tomorrow.
From what I know, the football, band, and cheer are all going to see Thor Ragnarok tomorrow.
Which is November 7th.
It is November 7th.
All right.
I think they're leaving at 7:20, but I'm not 100% on that.
Will you be going to that?
I will be going to that, actually.
For me personally, I probably won't be going because
Yeah.
I'm more into TV shows than movies.
Yeah, well, for football, it's going to be right after practice. They're going to feed us and then take us to a movie, so, I mean, yeah, why not? That about wraps it up for the end of the football season. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot to say. The stats really don't show in some of these games how good we really played. I don't have all of the scores with me right now, but if you want to look them up on your own, you can at maxpreps.com. It is the official website for all high school sports stats. And Pioneer basketball season is starting up today with the girls' first basketball game.
Well, I don't really know that much about basketball, but I do hope that they do well this year.
Yeah, me too. I've never really kept up too much with a basketball team, mainly because during this time I'm normally in baseball. But I heard they normally do pretty good.
So what other sports are playing during this season?
During the winter, bowling is about to start up, and wrestling.
Nice.
And cross country just finished their state meet, and I'm not sure. I know some of them probably placed pretty good, because I know we had a few people score in the top 10, or place in the top 10 in the conference in the district meet. And before we go, I just wanted to mention that the Gentry High School East program is also making a website for their digital nature museum. I'm not sure the exact name of the website or what its address is going to be or anything. I will try to get more information on that to you guys by next time. All right, well, this has been Gentry Sports with Nick and Jacob. So, see you guys next time.